And we return. Another half hour this week of talking about tokusatsu. As always, I am Sleepy Witch, and I'm joined by,
DJ Azure, the 2.5D here, Talkatuber.
slightly off topic, but I've been seeing that there's some podcasts where they don't think we should always be introducing ourselves, or you think eventually people will just know?
I like doing it because sometimes we get bloopers, like last week.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we need to come up with like an intro bit. Or something. Maybe not specifically, but we'll think of that. For now, we move on. Oh man. I love starting with the openings, but it's the King Azure opening that we talk about today. So
Yeah, we
that will
could,
be
we could
relegated.
spend a lot of that.
Yeah, we'll get on to that, especially since we don't have a little third topic to talk about today. So it will be 15-15 or however it ends up being. Very cute. I saw the new little superhero time because now it's Oger and Geets, and it's very cute seeing the transformation. Geets has the red fox in it, so they look pretty sick. Kind of wish it would have Kawa and Neon in it too, but hey, they were on the cusp of winning with the JGP, but Ace fucking kicked ass in the new form.
Yeah, just completely did.
I also love that we had the obligatory, like from last episode, the cool guys don't look at explosions pose.
Yeah. Oh man.
No one has any idea of what the thing he transformed in, and I think like a nice little touch is that they're talking about how it's time to go to and deal with getting the Vision Driver from oh god, I forget from the producer. I forget his name. But from the producer, because once they do that, they can actually get ahead. And Jin comes up to reach out to Neon and Kawa, but so far I think the funnest thing is the fact that we see Geets just like he's so tired, he's like passing out.
I have something to say about this later on, but it made me smile when someone pointed it out. I'm like,
yeah, I really like the comment of like he's always been so on edge they've never seen him sleep, even though they've been like rooming together.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's pretty funny. And it's one of those details that's like that's just like
Yep. And then we start the Sengoku game, and I was laughing,
dude. This is
so much at this. This
is such
great.
a good bit. We'll get into the oh man, we'll get into that in a second. Every time I pass by the opening, I do love the new opening for like the JGP with Baroba showing up, and it oh, that's so cute. I really like it. But yeah, Sengoku game, super sick. I love that they get costumes, and they're like, "What's going on?"
Well, I mean, you know the reason why they have a lot of those costumes, right? At least in Japan. Like, I mean, the only reason why I know about this is from a manga from way back when. But apparently, I think there is a place in Kyoto, like a historical town, that they've actually filmed that a lot for Tokusatsu, where you can actually rent those historical outfits, those historical Edo period outfits.
No, yeah, I've seen that. I feel like that one is sometimes a staple in like slice of life manga. You know, when they go on like a school trip, especially at a place like Kyoto, where it's like you're going to a historical town and you can rent out the outfits.
Yeah, but it's always funny whenever they use this in Tokusatsu because like, oh, you know, let's go into the past, and then they basically just film at that town because I think Zenkaiger did it recently. And I believe, at least the one I remember, like clearly, was Kamen Rider Double did it as well too.
That's cool.
Where they actually filmed there, yeah.
They probably also filmed there for what was the one Kamen Rider movie that was it wasn't like recently, but it was like the Kamen Rider the Great Sengoku Battle or something like that. I don't remember which one was called.
That might have been Gaim, I think.
Yeah, I think that was like the Great Sengoku Battle for Gaim where they were doing that thing.
Yeah, I also love how there's like that slight, almost sepia toned effect across it the moment Sengoku happens.
Yes, because again the driver controls the show which we're watching. And I think they like lift it slightly whenever we see like Baroba and like the parts that aren't in the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's great how they do that.
It's such a nice little touch. Really, really up in the production for it.
Yeah, it's like if you know anything about production, like you know some of these little tricks, and you're like, okay, this is the TV show
Yep,
that we're watching.
yep. And some of them again, like doing a sepia tone over just specific scenes. That's not like a hard thing, but it's
Mm,
such a tiny thing to like that you could have overlooked, but they didn't, and it's very nice.
mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
love seeing the producer in the big fucking outfit, like the samurai outfit, sitting down with the
it's
sword, and he's got like the sword mask, and it's like the driver in there. That shit's so fucking funny, but so
yeah.
fucking cool.
He just looks so tired of it. He's like, oh, to deal with this now.
Yep. It's just there's something so funny about a dude in the full historical costume. He's got the like katanas and stuff, and then right
Mhm.
below him, it's like, here's your little plastic toy,
Yeah,
but this is the powerful weapon you're waiting for.
yeah. And then Ace shows up and actually just straight up does samurai movie
Yep.
BS, and just so cool.
Ace like destroys them. I'm I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen because obviously Ace has this new power up. It seems to be dealing with him. I don't like how with this new like stronger wave of Jamatos, currently we've definitely like basically relegated Nago and Kawa to like they
Mhm.
can't fucking do shit. Because they get fucking bodied this episode.
They do, they do. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's. But at the same time, I mean, well,
Yeah.
this is the reason why I have to bring it up though. Now that we've gotten like the confirmation that it's there's a drawback.
Yep.
Hazard form.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Yeah,
I mean,
hazard form. Metal cluster hopper. Primitive dragon. And oh my god, it was the Vice stamp essentially from Revice. Pretty much like the super mode tends to have some sort of crazy downside to it. So like
yep,
yeah, we had basically hazard modes like you have a timer before you go berserk.
yep.
We had Metal Cluster Hopper, you are berserk. We had Primitive Dragon, you are berserk. We had Vice or Vice and Iki switch forms, and now we have Ace being utterly tired because he cannot handle the
The speed that
speed.
he's moving at, which I think it's cool. I like that he's like, I'm just jet lagged. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I
but
do, I
I
do
would like.
again. Before we get into like the real, I do love him showing up in like the samurai outfit. I'm gonna send these
Mm,
ruffians packing. That was really good. I like that they give him the longer hair too.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and then after that, after that, he basically goes to talk to Niram. Yeah, Zin and Niram talk, and he basically asks about it, and he's like, it's like it really shows how much of a fanboy he is, and I love it. It fits for the show.
Yeah, he's good, and again, I love how because we've talked about how like Jin is not a character that we're like he's not a good guy. We're not even like rooting for him because he's here to see what happens kind of regardless. He's an observer. He's not it's easy because he's like a happy go lucky character, but even Geets recently has been like, I'm not here for your entertainment. And seeing this, is really, really giving us that cementing where, he'll be like, I'll be here to watch, his greatest success or his demise. I'm here for
Mhm.
all of it. I want it to move my heart.
Yeah, I
Uh
love that. And then Niram like basically just 100% confirms that yeah, it's a reincarnation. And he's just smiling like it's like it's us whenever we theorize something and we get it right.
bro,
It
I
was
was I was
you. It
yeah.
was you. It was you with saying Neon's
The yes to
the
the society.
disaster. I'm like,
Yeah, bro. That I was literally you beat me to it. That was gonna be my bid for this episode, and you stole it from me. But that was literally me. Jin when he finds out, and I love this. I think this is a very cute interaction too, just because he's like, "Why do you want to know?" And he's like, "Because I want to know everything about his life, the road to his death, his life." And then seeing Niram like crack up and be like, "Yeah, I mean, you really are you want to behold his reality. You really are like our number one super fan, like our model audience member in a sense." Uh, yep, and that grin was me. Also, holy shit, Verova versus Sarume and and not producer Game Master again.
yeah, but it's actually really funny how she just straight up just jacks his thumbprint and steals it. I'm like,
Yep.
which is yeah, but it also does like kind of confirm like the hierarchy of the drivers. Like you basically have just the rider, you have the player, you have the supporter, and then you have the vision, and then you have the vision driver.
Yep. and now she can transform with it. I thought it was really funny. He really thought they were gonna take his fucking thumbs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man. But yeah, but at the same time, it also confirms and deconfirms that yes, Ace has been playing this for freaking ever.
yeah, Ace has been playing it in a different way. I thought like would they be confirming that because we've seen him in high school, but no, he's always remembered and he's looking for his original mother, which is insane. I love that there was a redhead Ace. Uh But again, this
Oh
if he's
man.
been playing this from 1AD, like you talk about I want to see I hope we get to see all the different aces at one point. Uh
Yeah. Also, apparently I was right last week about level 9, but then again, I think that's because someone hacked a driver and found it and found the
yeah, I
sound for
think
level 9.
didn't cuz V2 is like is 5 tails, right? Because it's the
Yeah.
5 boost. So yeah, I
Mhm.
mean that makes sense. I think as far as you hear from foxes, obviously the 1 tail is like normal, the 5 tails is
Mhm.
like mid maturity, and the 9 is basically like the god deity. So that makes
Yeah.
sense. Uh,
Yep. And then we get the supporter scenes, and I love supporter
I love
scenes
the
so
supporter scene.
much.
Just seeing him interact with Kirika and then being like Kikara-san, he's like, oh, why do you well, why it's like I'm just happy to be entertained by you,
Yeah,
you know?
freaking Sundari Frog, man. I'm like, yes.
Yep. Also, I thought it was really cute the scene with Neon and oh god, what's his name? Kyun.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, Hyun, where he's like, you gotta be careful about that guy, and then she's like, I better be careful around you too, since you're someone whose face I haven't even seen, and he's just sitting there like I could say this stuff in person. I thought that was cute, but I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see like when they two actually like me.
I know, right? Man, yeah, I love the supporter scenes because it's always just like it's always like it's like they're always like acting in unexpected ways.
Yep, and
But
and like I said,
man,
I
yeah,
think they make really good foils to their writers right now.
yeah, it's so perfect. It's like I love how yeah, like Zen is just it's just I'm a fanboy. It's like I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna prevent you from doing anything. I just want you to excite me.
Yep. And then the other thing is like even with Buffa and Baroba, I think they're such a
Mhm.
good pair as well. Meanwhile, I
Yeah.
think that like I feel like there's gonna be a possibility still, like I told you, of him betraying her and being like a pseudo good guy eventually, because we don't even know if she's gonna be like the final boss. It's still a bit early to tell. Because we never know when that shit can shift up in the tokusatsu. But but there's also a possibility of him being the final boss because he hates all writers. And as far as she's concerned, she's also a writer. So
Yeah.
I feel like there's a possibility if they go with the buff as the final boss. At some point, we're gonna see a scene where she's gonna maybe be like overwhelming everybody. It's gonna let her guard down like behind her, and he's just gonna basically like backstab her.
Hmm.
But
Also, talk about
mhm.
Baroba. The fact that she's still using her laser eyes, like straight up Henshin pose, even with the vision driver, was so sick. I'm like, yes, that was so
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good. I kind of wish, I'm sure she hacked it. I kind of wish they could connect the thing with the little laser rifles. I think that would be cool. But obviously, because she's trying to take the power of the DGP, she's got to go by the little card rules. But yeah, it was cute, and I love how she shows up and she's like, "Oh, you're breaking the rules. Supporters are not supposed to lend a hand in the JGP." Uh, I do
Oh
really
man.
like seeing Jinsu.
Also, also this fight, and it's like he tries doing his anti-gravity stuff and then just instantly just gets shut down. I'm like, no, you are not doing that again this episode.
Yep. I really like when he shoots her and she like deflects the bullets with the gun. That shit was also sick
Yeah.
as shit.
Yeah, and then oh man, it was just it's just like
God, I
yeah, like
love like the
yeah,
Vision
Zin
Driver like call out thing too. The like I have full control over.
delete.
Yep. And again, compared to especially and because they edited the paint a little bit for glare too. Because it's got like the pixels and stuff on it now. because that was not there in Glare One. I think it was more clean. If that makes sense, like the visor was clean, but now it's got kind of like
Mm.
pixel distortion on it. I love that she gives the Jamatos different buckles. That was also really sick. Because we never really went into what you could and couldn't do with install, because we basically just saw it with Punkjet being controlled, but nothing else. And then we get to see, uh, Geats being about to be shot, and that's kind of where we end.
Yeah. And then
Uh,
after that, we're finally getting laser boost. Ah.
yeah, supporters are not allowed to directly assist the games as our JGP rule. I really,
Yeah.
I like that we're seeing. I don't know. I feel like this would be in the past because it's like sepia tone, but we see a Geats with the like build buckle with the hammer,
Hmm.
and it's got like a little
I
bit of like sepia tone. So I'm like, is that a pass Geats?
no, I think that's just TV show stuff. It's probably just TV show.
Maybe. But with the Jin being like, "Oh, I should have left your secrets buried," but we get to see some more Sengoku stuff with their cool outfits, and then laser boost, baby. That suit looks really cool.
Yeah, it's oh
So
man,
far,
yeah.
everything that's related to Boost Mark II has been super sick.
Yep. And it's like I think everyone knew, like even before the toys, that like yeah, it fits inside a laser rise driver.
Yeah, I think we talked about that a little bit, but
Mhm.
yeah, that was really sick. Very good episode of Geats. Continuing to go. Before we get into the episode, we got the King Oger opening. King of Kings, honestly, a bop.
So I'm still laughing over how one of my friends called it Chainsaw Man music.
Yeah, it definitely has that same vibe. I really like a lot of the aesthetics for this opening. Specifically at the very beginning, they have like everything in like black and white, basically like black and grayscale, but everything for each king has
Oh
like
man.
the color overlay of like their colors, so like the blue, the yellow, the purple, the red, and then the Black Ranger having the orange of his Haori and stuff for like his
Hmm.
color, where for the bee the thing that shines is like the honey instead of the bee itself.
Yeah, it's so good. And like and of course everyone was basically just talking about how Rita is just stone face through the entire thing. Even when their gods fall from under them, everyone's panicking. Yeah, she's just, or they're just chilling. And
Yep.
even when they bounce off the trampoline, they're just chilling.
Look, I love it. I love me a stoic
Yeah,
character. The
but oh
trampoline
man,
bounce honestly is so cute, and like it really shows off their characters, and it leads into like the big mech transformation. Other big thing when we get the King of Kings drop, the
oh
song
man,
is
and
going.
then
Not
like
only is the song going so hard, but yeah, I think I know what you're getting the
yeah,
effects.
yeah, the image, yeah, the effects of, yeah, the gods, like like yeah, the
The
shoe
big
gods,
the shoe gods
yeah.
kind of like their weapons or like their vibe kind of
Mhm.
imbued into them.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
cool. And yeah, it's like a pavilion's like, wing. You see the stinger on Hachi. You see the Kamakiri knee, and
the
like there,
dragonfly wings as
yeah,
well. It's super cool. And then we get to see a bunch of little scenes with everyone's like supporter.
yeah. After that, everyone, like, pointing out Rita has a Yeti plushie on their throne. Like I just love the idea of, their thrones just being there.
Yep.
Like, yeah, them and their supporters. Like, it's so good. Oh man.
Everything is super nice and super cute. And I also really like the very beginning where we get to see it's like all the kings and we actually see King Rackles and then he's immediately replaced by Gear.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
everyone. Mhm.
oh man, I was gonna say, so yeah, so someone pointed out that Yanma doesn't have a throne room. He literally just uses his workspace. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
because
so
again,
nice.
it's a kingdom with no differences between between classes. Everyone can clash and everyone can keep going. It's nice. I really like Yamaga.
Yeah, but I mean, like, honestly, they did a really good job with Himeno, this episode, and I'm like, this is good. I love this so much. Like, man, the shots that we get here are gorgeous. I mean, I don't know what real world location they use for these panning shots, but
It's
It's
beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of really nice beach stuff in Japan. Being an island nation, there's a bunch of little islands off the coast. So I'm sure they
Mhm.
found either that or they found some rights to something. It was really cool seeing the shoe god fly overhead, and it's been really cool seeing like the different vibes of the countries like matching their kings and everything.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
also really love that immediately it's like I've taken an interest in you. Gets fucking shackles put on him immediately.
Yeah. And I'm just, and and the short-lived crush of Yanma's is so funny this episode.
Yeah, he's like, do you like her or something? What? No.
It's so
Uh,
funny. Oh man, there's a lot of great moments in this episode.
yeah. No, to be fair, that is one of my like. Oh god, I think that's always very cute when it's like the princessy selfish girl with like the delinquent. I think that's always a cute couple. So I think it's really
Mhm.
funny seeing him have a crush on her.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's also really cool that like yeah, the entire castle is like basically a hospital. Everyone is healthy and like happy and thriving, and it's really nice.
yep,
Yeah,
we get to see some
and that,
more.
and that comes into play later. But yeah, like
We get
still
to.
like
I love
so
seeing
nice.
the Bugnarok scene with all of them just like freaking out underground.
Oh man,
Also, like the
yeah.
super extraness of like the her fainting, and like you would have me walk on a dirty road. Also,
Oh
finding
man,
out that her supporter is 25.
oh, there's so many funny moments in this episode. But yeah, like yeah, underground though. But man, Bugnarok is like not playing around. Doesn't matter if 100 of us die. If 111, 101 of them die, we win. I'm like,
That was actually that was one of my favorite lines from it was this old American football manga called I Shield 21.
yes,
Yeah, where yeah,
yes.
the devil bats, if they score 100 points, we're gonna score 101. That's how we
Yeah.
win.
And then of course the Ojo White Knight saying it's like it doesn't matter if we only score 1 point. If they score 0, we win. I'm like,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, yep. All right. Look, yeah, I Shield 21 top tier sports right there.
That,
Favorite
that's
uh
how I learned the rules of football. Like, I went to.
same. Okay, I'm glad we can relate here. But yeah, she was just
Uh,
like, I want Kuwata. He's very cute. I love seeing the little side story with the girl who can't walk, and then it turns
mhm,
out that she can, but
yeah.
she's
Oh
this is the
man,
only way she can make money, kind of, and it's rough.
oh man, there are so many funny moments here that we even skipped over. Probably like the moment that was clipped the most on Twitter was her blowing up the ugly house.
Oh yeah, she blows up the ugly house, and they're like, "Oh well, she's kidding, right? She's not just." And then she just like legit explodes it, which brings me to the thought: does she have that? Like, is she ready to blow up like any part? Is everything like set up?
Well,
Uh,
I mean they also said that all the flowers were set up yesterday.
yep, that's true.
Yeah,
Oh, and I also like seeing the little hints we've seen like Papillion in the background, like, oh,
yeah,
they're
like
coming
just
into play.
judging.
Yep,
Yep.
we're
After that,
coming
we
into
basically
play.
learned that yeah, then we basically learn Gira's like whole thing about wanting to be a god, which is I mean, not a god, a king is just the rainbow Jururia,
Yeah.
which is yeah, and it's like we basically see that it was like kind of like this Jello stuff, and
Yep.
like what the chef came up with was like looks similar, it's good, but it's not what
But it's not Rainbow
it's not what he would
Jururia.
yeah.
It's not Rainbow Jururia, and I feel like I don't know. It feels like it's one of those things where it seems like just a cute little backstory thing that I feel like is going to be way more important in the future or something. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it was mentioned in the first episode too, like when they're all eating together at the orphanage.
yep, because
Yeah, and
it's just like a random little thing that he says, and they don't even have it. Oh man, the big
yeah,
thing with that is just he made it to his description, but he doesn't know what exactly it is. Does it even
hmm
exist? And he remembers it. And I love the little Gira actor. He was really cute. I feel like I don't know. I feel like this weird little Jello thing is gonna be important in the future.
oh yeah, it's definitely going to be important because I mean it's his entire motivation right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
love seeing Yellow fight. The fact that she uses the double blades, like the size of a mantis, very
yeah,
cool.
Oh wait, actually, another part that we forgot to talk about is that like the ninja maid moment when the dad's like about to attack
Oh
Himeno.
yeah, the maid's just immediately like, "Phoop, nope, 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 nope."
Nope, nope. But also like yeah, her whole thing. It's like saying it's like you have to be a little selfish, you know. It's like
Yeah,
are you okay with not walking? I know I treated you, and it's like it's so like you know it's like and then she's like,
and
but
it really
your
reminds me.
dress.
Yep, and
Yeah.
it really reminds me of it was I forget like episode 4 or 5 of Abba Ranger, where the blue one is a doctor in that one, so he's like a genius chiropractor, and there's this race car lady that he's treated, but she still can't walk, and basically he puts her like in a dangerous situation, like you have to drive, I'm injured, you have to do it, and she does it, and then he's like, see. I knew you were fine because I'm the one who treated you. You just needed like the confidence to walk on your own 2 feet.
Yeah, like it's
Uh,
like yeah, like that entire sequence is like is like awesome because like yeah, like she doesn't care. Like you know, she's selfish, yes, but that's because that's like but she wants everyone else to also like you know, should like you know make the change they want to see by
I
wanting
know
it.
it's so good, and I loved the like. I want to be like you, Kimeno. Huh? Now that is selfish, but not as selfish as me.
I know it's so good.
There's something to me about the kind of character that is like reads as selfish, and the whole vibe is supposed to be selfish, but they're actually very generous and like very selfless.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
God, yeah,
yeah, like I like so I need to find a tweet, but like someone said in there's a quote from Conrad O's like saying it's like there's no way this world could have happened if someone didn't have a little bit of desire because like that's the
yeah.
whole thing about O's like you know being greedy with your desire and I'm like that was so good.
Yep, and I mean that ties back
Yeah.
into Geats as well with the desire, just whole
Hmm.
bit.
Yeah.
Also with that, it
Oh
reminds
wait,
me. I
yeah,
was gonna
her
say,
henshin though too.
her
Forgot about
henshin
that.
was super good. I
Yeah.
really also liked but yeah, no, the selfish, it reminds me of it was this old there was this manga, actually. It looks like Naruto because it was drawn by by the dude's brother.
Hmm.
In the states, it went by 666 Satan and Opart's Hunter for a bit, because they were like, wait, I don't think we could sell it with this other name. But basically, the kid this one is also very Jira like, where his goal is like, I'm gonna take over the world, and basically by the time you find out like the whole thing, it's like he wants to take over the world to make sure that everyone can live happily, kind of vibe.
Yep.
Uh,
Ah.
but yeah, we
Okay.
get to see the.
Yeah, I think we can now finally talk about the mech fight now too, right?
Yeah, bro, the snail though.
Yeah, this nail that we saw in episode 1. Also, like pretty much almost all suit stuff too, which was great.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
fantastic. I love the snail's just a Gatling gun. I love that when everything fell into like the lake and everyone got splashed with water, and the butler just like pulls out the fucking
Like expected it.
yep, umbrella pulls out, just like yep,
After that, the Gatling gun is basically just like showing like it just shows the boulder turning into a flower statue
yep.
and the
She like
snail
carved
just
it out.
falling off. So
I
funny.
feel better now, and he just like slides off. Yeah, that
Hmm.
was really good. I love that the thing goes to like jump up in the air to do an attack, and when she's like flies, like don't order me around, and we get to see a really cool like axe chop
Axe kick.
kick, because yeah, that's her thing, is the scythe leg.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
so good. Oh my god. Every like everything about this is just sick so far.
yep,
And then oh that's right. And then we're like at the end of the episode where like you know we see yeah we see I forgot his name. I forgot the full name. I just remember his last name because it's Dabowski.
yeah, that
Everyone was
is
calling him the Big
the
Dabowski.
big
But yeah,
Devasky. Hell yeah.
yeah. But yeah, yeah, the king of tofu basically, you know, gets Kuwagata oh no, Kuwagata, and you know, we basically do see it after like you know, a cute little scene where where she basically like basically hands off her
Yeah,
dress to
I
like you know get repaired,
yeah,
and
when he hands him the gem for Okogata, I love the look on his face. He's got like that crazy look in his eyes, and he just like his eyes. It's very good. It's some really cool stuff.
mhm.
But yep,
Yeah, it also helps too that he has like that eye makeup too, like that
yeah,
really like sells it.
yeah, he looks great. As
Yeah.
always, the costuming on this is on point. Um, we got to see the cute scene where like basically he ends up asking the queen ends up asking the girl's family to help fix the dress. You know, that way they
Hmm.
can make money. I do just kind of find it really funny that basically they brought out the thing, and it's like, For a bit, I was like, wait, are they gonna go fix a dress? Is she just gonna stay in the changing room for like, that it takes a while to fix dresses like that. Is she just chilling there? And she walks out in like the doctor's outfit. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
We're just leaving her.
And immediately, firstly, she says, "We're healing them now. Let's go." Like, it's awesome. Like,
Yep.
They made her super awesome.
And then we get to see back to a flashback where he was talking to the kid where he was playing with earlier, and he's like, "I'm gonna live in a brand new house."
It's so funny.
Well, the thing is, she wants to blow things up for beauty, but it's not like she wants to do anything bad. And we do get to see that the person who saved him and one of his little friends, when the first Bugnark first attack, was Himeno, and she's the one who cared about people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then it's like, it seems that I want you for my crew after all. I love this.
Kira's so good.
But I love her doctor outfit. It very much, I love that it's like like, we went from like the big frilly princess dress to like sci-fi medic girl box.
It's so good.
Yep. But then we get the Okubagato, the Kabuto attack. They get saved by but yeah, we're gonna see that Kagurai Dabowski.
Yeah. The Lord is Land Tofu. Yeah, pretty much the man that will lie to get anything he wants. And I'm
for my people, I will gladly dirty my hands. Yeah, but we're gonna also see the big gun for the mech. That looks sick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I actually missed that part of it, but I'm excited.
Yeah, did you not see that God Kubato or Kubato? I didn't remember. The new Shugat is basically looks like it's gonna be like a big shogunate style rifle or cannon for King Azure.
Yeah, man, and but I think that may be the whole lie that he's gonna be telling Rockless so that they could just get more power.
I have no idea. Might be it. We never know. That's the fun thing about the characters that fit his specific niche, that we're just not sure. But yeah, that shit's rough. I'm really excited. I don't know, man. I started this podcast with no expectations of Geats even being good, and Geats has kept delivering. Then Don Brothers was great, and so far King Azure, I'm very excited. I'm scared. I'm scared that it's gonna go bad at some point.
Like the mid episode lulls, we may see something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. But with that, we're basically done talking about the shows, and we're a little over 30 minutes as always. But hey, it's a little more than a half hour Henshin. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. We gotta rename to slightly more than a half hour Henshin.
Nah. Half hour Henshin just rolls off the tongue.
It really does. It really does. It's a good name. Okay, I'm very proud of it. And with that, I will see you guys again next week for a half hour, like our 30th episode.
Dang, 30 episodes.
Yeah, right? Insane. Almost like we enjoy it or something. And with that, we will see you next week. Later. This program is brought to you by
our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.